third and final country of the day. Today we're on Georgia, which is located in the Caucasus region, bound by the Black Sea, Russia, Turkey, Azerbaijan and Armenia. And due to its strategic location, as it's found between the Black Sea and Caspian Sea, it's been a constant economic interest for many foreign countries since the early BC. And for many centuries, the country has experienced continuous wars, revolutions by civilizations of foreign lands, both from the east and west. Here we go. As Georgia had been dominated and invaded by the Greeks, Persians and Romans during the early times when Arabs invaded the country as well in the 7th century, and proves the diverse culture of the country since it has quite a number of influences. And from the 11th to the 13th century, Georgia experienced its golden age of cultural and political and military ascendancy. And following the invasion of the Mongols during the 14th century, and in 1921, Georgia was invaded by the Red Army and became part of what was the Soviet Union. And 15 years after they were conquered as one of the 15 republics of the Soviet Union. However, they experienced extreme oppression during the leadership of Stalin, who was himself Georgian, and they had been repressed of their rights and freedoms. And after the breakup of the Soviet Union, Georgia declared itself independent in 1991 and became a member of the United Nations shortly after. And a few years after, in 1995, the Georgian government made amendments in the constitution and held their presidential elections. And from then on, Georgia has been exercising its freedom as a democratic country. Yeah. That's the history for you, and moving on to the language, as it's also very brief. There's a Georgian language. It's known as Georgian Kartuli-Ena. It is the official language of the Republic of Georgia, whose spoken form has many dialects, usually divided into East Georgian and West Georgian groups. And these together may be related Mingrelian or Megrelian, Laz, now also named Trad, and Svan languages make up the Kartvelian or South Caucasian language family. As Georgian is also spoken in parts of Azerbaijan, in northeastern Turkey, and many villages in the region of Esfahan in Iran. Yeah, that's his language for you. And yeah, moving on to legends, which will take up the majority of this video, as we'll now find. As Georgia is something of a country of legends, and it has legends and myths that have mainly been preserved by famous tales. However, many of them with Christian legends after Christianization of the country in the 5th century, but Georgia didn't exactly convert to Christianity all at once, as lowlands embraced Christianity first, while the highlands in the Caucasus mountain range were converted about 10 centuries later. And yeah, 8 myths and legends for Georgia still holds dear. Let's first is a couple. And then first is the legend of Tbilisi. According to the legend, the modern area of present-day Tbilisi was covered in lush forest without any inhabitants until as late as 458 AD. Instead, all Georgian records indicate that the establishment of the city by King Fakhtang I of Iberia, as the king went hunting in a very heavy wooded area with a falcon, as the falcon caught a pheasant, but struggled, and both birds fell into the nearby water, and the king and his army looked for the birds and discovered the water was hot. The birds had been boiled, essentially, so he was impressed with the discovery, as he decided to build a city there. And it also comes from the old Georgian word Tbilisi, meaning warm, and the whole name Tbilisi translates to warm location in English, and this is due to the various sulphuric hot springs in the Tobani district. Moving on, the fourth class is of a devil. As a legend involving wine has remained in almost every corner of Georgia, including mountains and valleys, where wine culture has never really developed. Where God lived on earth, and he decided to make life easier for those who were driven out of heaven and forced to work hard on earth. After a long time of thinking, God decided to create a beverage that would let people go back to heaven even for a short time, and he invites all the angels and the devil to taste his creation, which was wine. And everyone liked the wine, including the devil, but the devil felt obliged to compete with God, so the devil created Chasha, which is a potent alcoholic drink made from the remnants of crushed wine grapes, and invited God to test it. And God drank one glass of Chasha, then the second and third and fourth. And after the fourth, he said to the devil, "Those who drink the 3 glasses of Chasha may be on my side." After that, they are yours. And when all the members of the Taraneti community drink at the feast, he called the 4th glass of Chasha of a wine of the devil, and move on to the 5th glass quickly. Then there's St. George of Mokora, the Devi or giant, which is another take on St. George. Very legend which I have mentioned a couple of times before. And yeah, once when St. George lived on earth, he visited Mokahura village in the Imeriti region, and many giants that Georgians called Devi lived there, and when St. George decided to go hunting, he notified his deacon not to open the doors of the church to wait until that person put his or her pinky finger through the eye hole. As the deacon acted accordingly, and when he saw the hairy baby finger of a giant at the eye hole of the church, he didn't open the door and screamed for St. George to help him. As the saint at the time was near the sea, when he heard the voice of the deacon, he took a big stone and threw to the giant, and he had so much strength that he missed the giant, and the rock flew over Mukara and fell somewhere near Baraka village in the Racha region of Georgia. He went to Mukara and defeated the giant, and he kicked the giant with his foot and threw him into a ravine, along with several timber logs. On the place where the giant fell, a lake appeared, which locals began to call Devi Lake. And during the drought in summer, the inhabitants of the village come to heave the water, and they throw stones into the lake and ask for rain, as it is believed that rain will come after this ritual. And there's a Star of Fate, as the earliest ancestors of the Georgian family believed that the number of stars in the sky was a proportionate of the inhabitants of the planet, and every man in had his or her Star of Fate, which protected the individual, as a Georgian saying, "Born on a happy star," comes from this belief. When the star fell from the sky, people say that the person had died. Everyone respected their own star, and their guardian angel that's always treated them fairly and protected from evil forces. And moving on to fiends. And according to Georgian belief, when fiends live among men, it looks like people, what's actually witches or goblins, or demons in disguise, as they never slept, and they try to spoil things for the people. And when they were victorious, they would be extremely happy, and according to old tales told by wiser generations, those fiends should not see a naked child in the morning before breakfast, as otherwise the child would be cursed with weakness, and an enemy would plague him or her easily. And moving on to the Chaya Kokonoba. As a Chaya Kokonoba is an ancient Georgian ritual that used to be held on Fat Thursday or the day before it. On this day it was believed that the fiends would ride walls and stroll the streets harming citizens and all spreading rumours about horrific wrongdoings against neighbours in the middle of the night. A facility which consisted of building strong fires against the fiends, which was very popular in Georgia, as children gathered straw and wood, set it on fire in the streets, and put long stakes in the fields and decorated them with crosses and thorn crowns. It's believed that when fiends looked upon at the stakes, their power disappeared. In the evening, people gathered around the fire, sang songs and danced, and every single person was supposed to jump over the bonfire to at least weaken the power of the fiends. Was Clover being a little feisty?
Yeah, I didn't even start. I didn't even know it started. She knocked me off.
Okay.
She knocked me yesterday.
It's like my younger sister, you don't want to cross her and sword play on Wii Sports Resort. And she's a little nut job on it, to say the least. And moving on to the arch pin tree. His archer pin tree was a half god who lived in a wood on the high cliffs. And he had goat's horns on his head and furry legs. And his footprint looks like a small child's footprint. Due to his cheerful character and love of animals, St. George made him guardian of shepherds, animals and beasts. And his archer planning tray took care of the forest with great passion, and he was often in resort to people and loved to appear in the form of shepherd among villagers. And he looked into the animals and took special care of roe and deer. His archipon pin tray hated when hunters would hunt without his permission. He punished them cruelly for it, and to kill a young roe, which made Archer pin tray very angry, and he cried out, "Why did you kill it?" And in his rage he instantly blinded the hunter before the man could answer, and the legend still lingers in some Georgian hunting rituals. And finally there's Mirani. As a childless couple once lived in a small village, and the man was a hunter despite the fact that he was blind in one eye. Once he was hunting, he found a scream of a woman in a cave of crystal rock. And when he entered the cave, he witnessed a goddess of the forest, Dali, in labour. And at the request of Dali, the hunter cut her stomach with a golden knife and birthed her baby. When the hunter said it was a boy, the goddess replied to take it with him and name the baby Amirani. And she noted that Amirani would become a hero, and he would have been stronger than God if he hadn't been born so early. And their words came true, as Amirani grew at an incredible speed and became stronger each day. As Amirani did good deeds, like giants, fiends and dragons were all afraid of him. And they envied the excellent relationship between Amirani and people, and one day he went to God and told him that Amirani had become stuck up. And he said he was merciless, and with people he bragged of being able to compete with God himself. And God got angry and came down to earth to punish the hero. He changed Amirani to a cave and shrouded him with glaciers, as Amirani has been there ever since. And the ravine delivers bread and a cup of wine to him each day, and his loyal dog remains with him to take the chain and help him escape. But every Thursday blacksmiths work to strengthen the chains again, and once every 3 years a cave door opens, and when Amirani sees the world, he tries to break the chain. And that is Georgia for you, and I'll see you more later for the news and all, and my tablet was just scaring me again, and I'll see you all later, see you.